Oh my gosh, folks, buckle up because the conservative commentary world just exploded into a full-blown soap opera that's got everyone talking, tweeting, and losing their minds. You won't believe the bombshell that dropped last night when Candace Owens took to her social media empire and unleashed a wild, no-holds-barred update on none other than Erika Kirk. Yes, that Erika Kirk, the rising star in the right-wing influencer scene who's been making waves with her fiery takes on family values and patriotism. But hold on, because this isn't just any update, it's a scorching hot tea spill that's got accusations flying, alliances shattering, and fans picking sides like it's the Hunger Games. Picture this. Candace, the queen of unfiltered truth bombs, posts a cryptic video at midnight, her eyes blazing with that signature intensity. Erika Kirk, girl, we need to talk, she starts, her voice dripping with a mix of disappointment and righteous fury. She's calling out what she claims is a massive betrayal, something about Erika secretly cozying up to liberal donors behind closed doors, all while preaching conservative gospel on her podcast. Fans are shocked, absolutely reeling. Comments are flooding in. Candace spilling the truth again. Versus, this is jealousy gone wild. And just when you think the drama couldn't escalate, enter Graham Allen, the rugged podcaster known for his no-nonsense rants. He drops a hit-piece video that's pure fire, titled, The Real Erika Kirk. Exposed. Where he accuses her of faking her rags to riches story, complete with alleged screenshots of shady emails and insider whispers from mutual friends. Emotions are running sky high here, people. Erika's husband is reportedly furious, slamming doors in their Nashville home, while her kids are caught in the crossfire of this public feud. Close pals are divided, some rallying behind Candace's wake-up call, others blasting Graham as a backstabber out for clicks. And the twists? Oh, they're coming. Rumors of a secret affair, hidden financial scandals, and even a potential lawsuit that could drag everyone into court. Is this the end of Erika's career, or is she plotting a comeback that'll flip the script? You have to stick around because this story is unfolding like a reality TV marathon, with betrayals, tears, and redemption arcs that will leave you gasping. Hit that play button, we're diving deep into the chaos right now. Okay, here we go, diving straight into the heart of this explosive drama that's got the entire conservative influencer sphere on fire right now. Candace Owens didn't just drop a casual comment, she unleashed a full-on manifesto in that late-night video that's already racked up millions of views and thousands of heated replies. She starts off calm, almost too calm, staring straight into the camera with that piercing look she's famous for. Erika Kirk, she says, pausing for effect like she's about to deliver a verdict, you've been playing both sides for way too long, and the receipts are finally coming out. Boom. The internet loses it. Within minutes, clips are being stitched, memes are flying, and people are screenshotting every frame to dissect what she means by both sides. Let me paint the picture for you. Erika Kirk rose fast, really fast. 1 minute she's a mom from the Midwest posting wholesome family content mixed with sharp takes on border security and traditional values. The next she's headlining conservative conferences, getting invited on big podcasts, even scoring that prime slot on a major streaming platform's new Patriot Voices series. Fans loved her story. Small-town girl, tough childhood, built everything from scratch with her husband Jake, raising 3 beautiful kids while calling out what she calls the woke agenda, destroying America. It was the perfect rags to influencer arc, until Candace started peeling back the layers. In the video, Candace doesn't hold back. She pulls up alleged DM screenshots, blurred just enough to avoid immediate lawsuits but clear enough to make jaws drop. One shows Erika supposedly texting a Hollywood producer who's donated big to progressive causes, saying, "Let's talk sponsorships, I can soften the messaging for your audience." Another alleged exchange has her laughing about how she plays the tradwife card, to rake in conservative donations while quietly networking with left-leaning PR firms. Candace's voice cracks with what sounds like genuine hurt. "I welcomed you into this space," she says. "I platformed you. I defended you when the trolls came. And this is how you repay the movement?" The betrayal angle hits hard. Fans who've followed both women for years are devastated. One top comment reads, "This feels like family stabbing family in the back," but Candace isn't done. She pivots to Graham Allen, the tough-talking army vet turned podcaster who's built his brand on brutal honesty and zero tolerance for grifters. Apparently, Graham had been sitting on his own dirt for weeks. Insiders say he reached out to Candace privately first, shared what he had, and asked if she wanted to break it together. Candace declined, said she needed to handle it her way. So Graham goes solo. His hit piece drops just 12 hours after Candace's video, titled, The Real Erika Kirk. The mask finally slips. It's 45 minutes of pure dynamite. Grainy Zoom call clips, supposed bank transfer records showing large deposits from questionable sources, even an audio snippet where a voice that sounds eerily like Erika's is heard saying, "The conservative crowd pays better if you keep the Jesus talk heavy, but the real money's in the crossover deals." The reaction is immediate and nuclear. Erika's loyal fans flood Graham's comments calling him a jealous clout chaser, accusing him of photoshopping evidence and manufacturing drama for views. But then the other side rallies, people who've always side-eyed Erika's rapid rise start piling on. She always seemed too polished, one says. Too perfect. Nobody blows up that fast without strings attached. Old tweets from Erika resurface where she once praised liberal figures like Oprah as strong women, tweets she'd since deleted. Conspiracy threads explode. Was she a plant all along? A Trojan horse sent by big tech to dilute the right-wing message from the inside? Meanwhile, inside the Kirk household, things are imploding. Jake, Erika's husband, who's usually the quiet supportive type behind the camera, goes live on Instagram for 30 seconds, just 30 seconds, looking red-faced and shaking. "This is disgusting," he growls. "They're attacking my wife, my kids, our life. We're not perfect, but we're real. Leave us alone." He ends the stream abruptly, but not before someone catches the sound of one of their kids crying in the background. That clip spreads like wildfire. Sympathy pours in for the family. Hashtag protect the Kirks trends for hours. But then another twist. Anonymous sources close to the couple leak that Jake and Erika have been fighting non-stop since the videos dropped. Apparently Jake knew nothing about any crossover deals or secret meetings. He thought everything was above board. Now he's questioning every late-night phone call, every networking trip she took alone. Candace, sensing the tide turning in parts, doubles down with a follow-up tweet storm. "I didn't want to do this," she writes. "But silence would make me complicit. The truth hurts, but lies destroy." She tags Graham, almost like a subtle thank you for having her back. Graham replies with a fist emoji and, brothers and sisters in arms. The alliance is sealed. But not everyone's buying it. Some big names in the space stay suspiciously quiet. Blaze Media hosts, Daily Wire colleagues, even Matt Walsh, who usually jumps into every culture war skirmish, posts nothing. Whispers start that maybe they know more than they're letting on. Maybe some of them got similar offers from Erika. Maybe they're scared their own closets will get raided next. Erika herself has gone radio silent. Her podcast feed is frozen on last week's episode titled, "Why Families Are Under Attack." The comments are a war zone, half defending her to the death, half demanding she address the allegations point by point. Her YouTube channel is demonetized overnight, citing controversial content, which only fuels the narrative that big tech is protecting her. Fans start doxing each other in the replies, real names and addresses flying. It's ugly, it's chaotic, and it's only day one. Back to Candace's original video, she ends it with a chilling promise. "This isn't personal," she says, leaning closer to the lens. "This is about protecting the movement from people who use it as a stepping stone. If there's more to come, it's coming soon." She logs off. The screen goes black, but the fuse is lit. Graham's piece is still gaining steam, racking up views faster than any of his previous episodes. People are refreshing Erika's pages like addicts waiting for the next hit. Is she going to respond with tears and an apology? Is she going to fight back with her own receipts? Or is she going to disappear, hoping the storm passes? And just when you think the drama can't get any wilder, late last night a mysterious burner account posts a single photo. Erika at what looks like a rooftop party in La, arm around a very recognizable liberal donor, both smiling wide. Timestamp 2 months ago. The caption reads only 4 words, "Know your enemies, ladies." The account has 0 followers and vanishes within the hour, but the screenshot is already everywhere. Fans are screaming betrayal, others are screaming setup, nobody knows what's real anymore. But one thing is crystal clear, this isn't ending quietly. This is the kind of scandal that rewrites careers, shatters friendships, and leaves the whole space picking up the pieces for months. The family was left divided, emotions ran sky high, accusations flew from every direction, and the loyal base started choosing teams faster than you can say, culture war. Stick with me because part 2 is where things really start to unravel. Private messages leak, a surprise ally emerges, and Erika finally breaks her silence in the most unexpected way possible. You're not gonna want to miss what happens next. Okay, picking up right where we left off, the mysterious burner account photo had just hit like a grenade, and the entire conservative Twitter sphere was in absolute meltdown mode. That single image of Erika laughing with the big liberal donor at some fancy La rooftop party was everywhere within minutes. People zooming in on every detail, her hand on his arm, the champagne glasses, the city lights behind them. This was 2 months ago, fans screamed in the replies. While she was posting Bible verses and talking about saving America, the betrayal felt personal now. Not just professional, personal. Thousands of women who'd bought her merch, joined her newsletter, defended her in comment sections, felt like they'd been played. Erika still hadn't said a word. Her socials were ghost towns except for the comment sections turning into battlegrounds. Pro-Erika accounts were posting side-by-side comparisons trying to prove the photo was edited or old or out of context. That's clearly a work event, one insisted. She interviews all kinds of people, but the anti-Erika crowd wasn't having it. They started digging deeper, finding event photos from the same night showing her at tables with known Democrat operatives, smiling in group shots like she belonged there. One eagle-eyed fan even matched the dress she was wearing in the photo to an Instagram story she'd posted from that trip, captioned innocently with, "Networking is everything briefcase sparkles." The dots were connecting themselves, and they painted a very ugly picture. Then Graham Allen went live. Not a polished pre-recorded hit piece this time, just raw, unfiltered Graham sitting in his truck in some parking lot, phone propped up on the dashboard. His voice was low, gravelly, angry. "Look," he started, rubbing his beard, "I didn't want to believe this either. Erika reached out to me 6 months ago. Wanted to collab, do a joint episode on family and faith. I said sure, why not? She's got a big audience, seems solid. But then the invites started coming. Hey Graham, there's this private dinner in DC, couple big names, good for exposure. I passed. Didn't feel right. Next thing I know she's ghosting me on the collab but suddenly besties with people I know voted blue in the last election." He paused, looked straight into the camera. "I'm not saying she's a full-on plant, but I am saying she's playing a dangerous game, and the movement pays the price when people like her get exposed." The live chat exploded. Super chats pouring in. "Thank you for having the guts, Graham. This is why we can't have nice things. Erika respond or STFU. Graham read a few, nodded grimly. "I've got more coming," he said. "Not today, but soon. Bank records don't lie. Neither do hotel receipts from places she claimed she was speaking at women's conferences but never actually booked a speaking slot." He ended the stream with a warning. "If you're in this space for the right reasons, protect yourself. If you're not, we're coming for the receipts." That live stream pushed Graham's subscriber count up by 20,000 in under 2 hours. Candace retweeted the clip with 3 words. "He's not wrong." The Candace-Graham unofficial alliance was now public and unbreakable in the eyes of their fans. But cracks were showing elsewhere. One prominent conservative commentator, a woman who'd co-hosted events with Erika multiple times, finally broke her silence with a vague tweet. "Sometimes people change. Sometimes they were never who we thought." Praying for clarity and truth. No tags, no direct shots, but everyone knew who she meant. The comment section under her tweet turned into a circus, people begging her to spill more, others calling her a coward for not naming names. Inside the Kirk home the tension was suffocating. Jake, who'd always been the steady rock, was unraveling. Friends close to the couple started leaking bits and pieces to sympathetic podcasters. One source claimed Jake confronted Erika the night the rooftop photo dropped. He asked her straight up if any of it was true, the source said. She cried, said it was all taken out of context, that she was just trying to build bridges for the kid's future. He didn't buy it. He slept on the couch. Another leak said their oldest daughter, only 12, overheard the yelling and asked her mom why. Auntie Candace hates us now. That detail broke hearts online. Hashtag pray for the Kirk kids started trending alongside hashtag Erika resign. Erika finally cracked. Not with a video, not with a long post, just 3 Instagram stories posted at 3:17 a.m. First slide, black background, white text. "I never claimed to be perfect." Second slide, a photo of her and the kids hugging Jake at Christmas last year. "My family is everything." Third slide, a single Bible verse, Psalm chapter 51 verse 10. "Create in me a clean heart, O God." No explanation. No denial, no receipts of her own. Just tears and scripture. The stories stayed up for 15 minutes before she deleted them, but of course screenshots were already circulating. Fans split again, some saw it as genuine repentance, others as a weak dodge. "If you've got nothing to hide, show the proof," one viral reply read. "Otherwise this is PR damage control." Candace smelled blood. She went live the next morning, hair pulled back, no makeup, looking like she hadn't slept. "I've been getting DM after DM from people who say they've got stories about Erika," she began. Former assistants, event organizers, even one woman who says Erika tried to poach her sponsorships by badmouthing her behind her back. "I'm not posting them yet because I need verification. But know this, I'm not stopping until the full truth is out," she addressed Erika directly. "If you want to clear your name, sit down with me. One camera, no edits, let's talk. If not, the silence speaks volumes." That challenge lit the fuse on round 2. Erika's team, whatever was left of it, reportedly scrambled. Her PR person quit the same day, posting a cryptic LinkedIn update. "Sometimes you have to walk away to protect your own integrity." Rumors swirled that Erika was lawyering up, preparing a defamation suit against both Candace and Graham. Others said she was planning a tell-all interview with a neutral third party, maybe Joe Rogan if she could swing it. Still others whispered she might just vanish for a while, let the heat die down, rebrand quietly later. But the drama wasn't staying contained to Twitter and YouTube. Mainstream outlets started picking it up. Fox News ran a short segment titled, "Conservative Influencer Feud Escalates." CNN smirked about right-wing cannibalism. Even the Daily Mail got in on it with paparazzi shots of Erika leaving a Nashville grocery store, sunglasses on, head down, Jake trailing behind with the shopping bags looking miserable. The headline, "Tears and Tension, Family at Center of Explosive Conservative Scandal." Graham dropped another bomb that afternoon, a short clip, just 90 seconds. No face, just voiceover over blurred documents. "This is one wire transfer," he said. $10,000 from a PAC tied to progressive donors, routed through a Shell LLC, dated 3 weeks after Erika posted that viral thread about defunding the left's cultural takeover. Coincidence? You decide. He didn't name the pack, didn't show full docs, but the implication was clear. Views skyrocketed, trust in Erika cratered, fans were picking sides hard now. Merchandise wars broke out, pro-Erika shirts saying, "I stand with the Kirks," versus "Truth over feelings," hats from Graham's merch store selling out in hours. Candace's Daily Wire episodes mentioning "grifters in our midst" got record downloads. The movement felt fractured, angry, betrayed. People who once fought shoulder to shoulder were now unfollowing each other, blocking, subtweeting. Family friends took sides publicly. Even Erika's sister posted a vague story supporting her, saying, "Blood is thicker than rumors," which only made people angrier because where was the proof? And just as the dust seemed ready to settle for a minute, another leak hit. An alleged audio recording surfaced on a small Telegram channel. A woman's voice, sounding exactly like Erika's, laughing on a call. The conservatives eat up the family values stuff. Throw in some Jesus and they'll send you their last dollar. Meanwhile, the real checks come from the other side. It's business, not personal. The clip was short, grainy, but devastating. Within an hour it was on every major conservative page. Erika's remaining defenders went quiet. The narrative shifted from, "Maybe she's innocent," to, "How deep does this go?" Emotions ran higher than ever. Accusations flew faster. The family was shattered, friends turned enemies, and the loyal base demanded answers that still hadn't come. Part 3 is where Erika finally speaks, but not the way anyone expected. A surprise press conference, tears, new allegations, and a bombshell that flips everything upside down again. Hang on tight because this ride is far from over. Okay, jumping straight back in, the audio clip of that laughing voice sounding exactly like Erika's had just gone mega viral, and the conservative corner of the internet was officially in freefall. People weren't just questioning her anymore, they were mourning what they thought the movement stood for. Hashtags like #ErikaWasafraud and #conservative_grift were trending worldwide, right next to #stand with Candace and #Graham was right. The clip played on loop in reaction videos, slowed down, pitch shifted, analyzed by amateur forensic audio experts in Discord servers. "That's her cadence," one said. "Listen to the way she says business, it's the same as her podcast outro." Defenders tried countering with deepfake claims, but the tech wasn't there yet for most people to buy it. Trust was evaporating faster than morning dew. Erika couldn't stay silent forever. At 4:22 p.m. the next day, exactly 72 hours after Candace's original video, she scheduled an emergency live stream. No fancy lighting, no makeup team, just her in what looked like her home office, wearing a simple gray hoodie, hair in a messy bun. Her eyes were puffy, voice shaky from the start. "I've been praying nonstop," she began, hands clasped tight. "I've cried more in the last few days than I have in years. My family is hurting. My kids are asking questions no child should have to ask. And I owe you all the truth." She paused, wiped her face with her sleeve. The viewer count shot past 200,000 in minutes. What came next shocked everyone. She didn't deny everything. She admitted parts. "Yes," she said, voice cracking, "I went to that rooftop event in La. Yes, I met with people from both sides. I thought, naively, that if I could talk to them, humanize conservatives, maybe soften some hearts. I never took money to change my message. Never. But I did accept a speaking fee from a neutral nonprofit that later turned out to have progressive ties. I didn't dig deep enough. That was my mistake, and I'm owning it." She held up printed emails on camera, blurry but readable, showing the contract, the amount, her signature. "This is the only crossover money. $10,000 for a 1-hour panel on bridging divides. I donated half to a pregnancy resource center the next week," she sobbed quietly. "I should have been transparent. I was scared it would be weaponized against me. Looks like I was right. But then the twist nobody saw coming." She turned the camera on Jake, who stepped into frame looking exhausted but resolute. He put his arm around her shoulders. "We're not perfect," he said. "But we're fighting for our marriage right now. These attacks aren't just on Erika, they're on us. On our kids." Erika took a deep breath. "There's something else. I've been getting threats. Not just online, real ones. My manager got an anonymous package with photos of our house. Our kids' school. I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to play victim. But after the audio clip, I have to. Someone is trying to destroy me. And I don't think it's just Candace or Graham." The live chat froze for a second, then erupted. "What? Who? This is next level," Erika continued. "I hired a private investigator last week. He traced some of the worst doxing back to burner accounts linked to a PR firm that works with big conservative outlets. Not saying who, but the same firm has done crisis management for people in our space before." She looked directly into the lens. "If this is about keeping the movement pure, fine. But if it's about silencing anyone who doesn't fall in line perfectly, then we have a bigger problem." Candace responded within the hour, not with a live, but a single tweet. "PR firms? Threats? If you have proof, show it. Otherwise this is deflection 101. Still waiting for that sit down." Graham was harsher. He posted a meme of Erika's crying face next to the Joker, "You get what you fucking deserve" caption. His fans ate it up. But a small but growing group started questioning the narrative. Wait, one viral thread read, Erika admits some crossover but denies the big stuff. Candace and Graham keep dropping, more coming soon, but no hard receipts yet. Who's really playing games? The next 48 hours were pure chaos. Erika's live stream clip got remixed into everything, sympathy edits with soft piano music, savage takedowns with clown filters. Her podcast jumped back to #1 in the conservative category overnight. People wanted to hear her side in full. Sponsors started quietly returning, some said pressure from fans, others said they never fully left. But big names stayed away. Daily Wire issued a bland statement, "We don't comment on internal disputes." Blaze TV went dark on it completely. Then the bombshell that flipped the script again. A whistleblower, anonymous, verified by a third-party journalist, dropped a Google Drive folder titled, Project Purity Receipts. Inside, emails between a high-level staffer at one of Candace's partnered organizations and a crisis PR specialist. The emails discussed managing the Erika Kirk situation before Candace's video even dropped. One line read, "Need to make it look organic. Graham's already got the financials. Coordinate drop timing." Another attached a draft script that matched Graham's hit piece almost word for word. The folder also had screenshots of payments, small ones, from that same PR firm to multiple burner accounts that had been the loudest doxers and audio spreaders. The conservative world imploded for real this time. #Candace Exposed trended alongside #Graham Grift. People who'd been ride or die started unfollowing both women. If this is true, one big account posted, then we've all been played. The Purity Police were the dirtiest of all. Candace went live immediately, furious. "This is a smear campaign," she yelled. "Those emails are fabricated. I've never coordinated with anyone to take down another creator. Sue me if you want, I'll see you in court." Graham doubled down harder. "Anonymous drops mean nothing without chain of custody. Show me the metadata." Until then, it's just more smoke from Team Erika, but the damage was done. Erika posted a simple update, "I'm taking a step back to focus on my family and my faith. Thank you to everyone who stood by us. God's got the rest." Her accounts went dark except for family photos, no politics, no drama. Jake started posting more light workout videos with the kids, captions like, "Choosing peace." It felt like a soft exit. Meanwhile, the movement fractured deeper. Alliances shifted overnight. Some creators quietly deleted old collabs with Candace and Graham. Others started unity streams, calling for an end to the infighting. But the trust was broken. Fans argued in every comment section, was Erika a grifter who got caught? Was Candace a bully protecting her empire? Was Graham just a useful attack dog? Or was the whole thing a setup by outside forces to divide and conquer the right? Private messages from the early days started leaking, screenshots of Candace warning other influencers about Erika months before anything public. Graham's old texts calling Erika a liability waiting to happen. It was all coming out, piece by messy piece. Emotions were raw. Families argued over dinner tables. Church groups split. The base felt betrayed on every side. And just as things seemed to hit rock bottom, one last twist landed. A major left-leaning outlet published an investigation claiming the entire scandal started with a tip from an ex-staffer of Erika's who'd been fired for leaking internal docs. The staffer allegedly sold the story to both sides, playing everyone for maximum chaos. Proof? Wire transfers to the same PR firm from a PAC tied to opposition research. Suddenly no one knew who to believe anymore. The family was left in ruins, friendships destroyed, the movement bleeding supporters by the thousands. Accusations flew in every direction, loyalties shattered like glass. Part 4 is the fallout, the apologies, the lawsuits, the quiet rebrands, and the one question everyone's still asking. Who really won this war, or did everyone just lose? Stick around because the endgame is wilder than anything we've seen so far. Okay, here we go straight into the fallout. The dust hadn't even begun to settle and already the entire conservative influencer ecosystem was picking through the wreckage like survivors after a bomb blast. Erika's quiet step-back post had felt like the end of Act 3, but nobody was ready for how brutal Act 4 would get. Lawsuits started dropping within days. First came Erika's team filing a defamation suit against Graham Allen in Tennessee federal court, $25 million, claiming his hit piece contained knowingly false statements that tanked her sponsorship deals and caused severe emotional distress to her minor children. The complaint attached screenshots of lost brand emails, one major supplement company pulling out with the line, "Due to recent controversy, we must regrettably pause our partnership." Graham's response? A defiant YouTube short filmed outside what looked like a lawyer's office. "See you in court," he said, arms crossed. Truth is an absolute defense. Bring it. Candace wasn't named in that initial suit, but she got hit with her own headache 2 days later. A class action style complaint from a group of Erika's former fans, yes, actual paying subscribers to her old premium content, accused Candace of intentional infliction of emotional distress and civil conspiracy for allegedly coordinating the takedown. The filing was thin on hard proof but heavy on screenshots of Candace's tweets and lives where she'd called Erika out by name. Legal analysts on both sides went live debating it. Was this a slam dunk First Amendment win for Candace, or could discovery unearth emails that proved coordination? The chatter alone kept the story alive for another week. Meanwhile, Graham's channel exploded, ironically. The lawsuit made him a martyr to his base. Donations poured in through his Cash App and PayPal. He hit a new Patreon milestone in 48 hours. He leaned into it hard, dropping lawsuit updates, streams where he read excerpts from the complaint in a mock dramatic voice, then pivoted to, "Here's why this is BS." His viewers loved the fight. But not everyone. A handful of smaller creators who'd collabed with him quietly distanced themselves, deleted old episodes, unfollowed, went radio silent. One tweeted cryptically, "Some battles aren't worth the collateral damage." The subtext was clear: getting too close to Graham now felt risky. Erika, true to her word, stayed mostly offline. But Jake became the unexpected voice of the family. He started a low-key YouTube channel, not political, just life after the storm, vlogs. Simple stuff. Family hikes, cooking with the kids, him working out in the garage while talking about forgiveness and resilience. No direct shots at Candace or Graham, but the subtext dripped through captions like, "Choosing peace over clicks," and "Real strength isn't tearing others down." The channel grew slowly but steadily, mostly women who'd once followed Erika, now transferring their loyalty to the healing narrative. One video showed Erika in the background, face blurred, laughing as she helped their daughter with homework. Comments flooded. "This is what family looks like. You guys deserve better." It was soft power at its finest. Candace, sensing the sympathy swing, tried to pivot. She dropped a long-form video titled, "What This Week Taught Me About the Movement." No apologies, but a rare moment of reflection. "I stand by exposing grift wherever it hides," she said, "but I've learned that public battles can wound innocent people. My heart goes out to those children. That was never my intent." She announced a new series on building trust in conservative media, promising stricter vetting for guests and more transparency about sponsorships. Fans called it growth. Critics called it PR spin. Either way, her numbers didn't dip, her core audience stayed locked in. But the real earthquake came when that anonymous Project Purity Receipts folder got independently verified. A respected tech journalist, not left, not right, just a nerd with metadata skills, analyzed the files on his stream. Timestamps matched. IP logs pointed to a DC area server tied to the PR firm in question. Email headers showed no obvious forgery markers. He concluded, at minimum, someone inside conservative circles was coordinating opposition research on Erika before the public drama started. He stopped short of naming Candace, but the implication hung heavy. Her response was swift. A lawyer drafted statement denying any involvement and threatening to sue the journalist for defamation if he didn't retract. He didn't. The clip of him saying, "This looks legit," got remixed into anti-Candace edits that racked up millions of views. Graham faced his own reckoning. A former producer of his podcast came forward on a small red pill channel claiming Graham had asked him to dig harder on Erika's finances months earlier, promising a cut of any ad revenue spike. The producer had receipts, texts, payment stubs. Graham called it a disgruntled ex-employee fabricating stories for attention. But the seed was planted. Trust eroded further. His live streams still pulled huge numbers, but the comment sections turned uglier, accusations of hypocrisy, calls for him to step away too. The broader movement tried to heal. A coalition of mid-tier podcasters organized a Unity Summit livestream. No Candace, no Graham, no Erika. Just calls for civility, better fact-checking, and focusing on the real enemies. It drew decent views but felt performative. Behind the scenes, sponsorship money shifted. Brands got skittish. Many paused deals across the board until the dust cleared. Smaller creators suffered most, lost gigs, demonetization waves blamed on controversial associations. Months passed in this weird limbo. Erika re-emerged slowly, not with fire and brimstone, but with a rebranded podcast called Roots in Restoration. Episodes were shorter, softer. Interviews with therapists about healing from public shaming, talks with pastors on forgiveness, family-focused content. She never mentioned the scandal by name, but the subtext was everywhere. Her audience returned, smaller, but fiercely loyal. Jake appeared more, co-hosting sometimes. The kids were kept off camera, but their drawings appeared in thumbnails as symbols of innocence preserved. Candace doubled down on her empire, more books, more speaking gigs, a new docuseries in the works. She avoided the Kirk name entirely, pivoting to bigger targets, Hollywood, academia, big tech. Her fans cheered the return to form. Graham kept grinding, more hit pieces on different figures, careful now to watermark every document and cite sources obsessively. Both claimed victory in their own way, Candace as the unflinching truth-teller, Graham as the fearless investigator. But nobody really won. The base was scarred, old friendships stayed broken, comment sections remained toxic echo chambers. Trust in our side influencers took a permanent hit, every rapid rise now met with suspicion, every collab dissected for hidden motives. The scandal became a cautionary tale whispered in green rooms and DM groups. Step out of line, get too big too fast, and the machine will eat you. Or worse, someone will use the machine against you. Looking back, the one lingering question that still haunts every corner of the space: who lit the first match? Was it genuine concern about grift, personal jealousy, coordinated opposition research from outside, or just the inevitable implosion when egos, money, and ideology collide in public? Nobody's confession ever came. No smoking gun dropped that satisfied everyone. The story just faded into lore. Referenced in jokes, brought up in drunk Twitter arguments, cited whenever another influencer drama flares up. The family slowly rebuilt, quietly, away from the spotlight. The movement limped forward, warier, more cynical, but still fighting. And the rest of us? We kept watching. Because in the end, that's what keeps the algorithm spinning. Drama so juicy, so human, so messy, you can't look away. And that, folks, is how one wild update turned into the biggest implosion conservative media has seen in years. Betrayals, tears, lawsuits, redemption arcs, and enough twists to fill 10 seasons of reality TV. If there's one lesson here, it's this: in the age of receipts and live streams, nobody's untouchable. Not even the people preaching purity. You've made it to the end of this insane saga. Now it's your turn. What do you think really happened? Was Erika playing both sides, or was she taken down by bigger players? Is Candace still the queen, or did she overplay her hand? Drop your hottest take in the comments below, smash that like button if this roller coaster had you hooked, and subscribe with notifications on so you never miss the next bombshell. Tell me, Team Candace, Team Graham, Team Erika, or Team Everybody Lost? I'm reading every comment. See you in the next one. Peace. Okay, so the lawsuits dragged on for months like a bad divorce nobody wanted to watch anymore but couldn't look away from. Discovery phase turned into a public circus, motions to compel, protective orders, leaked deposition snippets that made their way onto Telegram channels faster than lawyers could file gag requests. Erika's side pushed hard for Candace's emails, Graham's financials, anything showing coordination. Candace's lawyers fought back tooth and nail, claiming First Amendment protections and calling the whole thing a fishing expedition. Graham, true to form, went scorched earth in every interview he could book, Fox, Newsmax, even some smaller red pill pods, insisting the suit was proof he'd hit a nerve. "They're not suing because I lied," he growled in one clip that got stitched a million times. "They're suing because I told the truth." The judge eventually ordered partial disclosures. Not the smoking gun everyone hoped for, but enough to keep the fire smoldering. Turns out Graham had been in contact with that same PR firm months earlier, not for payment, but for consulting on media strategy. Vague enough to deny malice, juicy enough to fuel speculation. Candace's org had donated to events the firm sponsored. Nothing illegal, nothing direct, but the optics were brutal. Twitter exploded again with "guilty by association" threads. One viral post read, "So the purity police hired the same crisis PR people they accuse everyone else of using?" Chef's kiss. Erika didn't gloat. She stayed mostly quiet, letting the legal filings do the talking. Her new podcast, Roots in Restoration, kept growing, slowly, organically. Episodes now average 30 minutes, gentle conversations about rebuilding trust after betrayal, parenting through public trauma, leaning on faith when the world feels like it's collapsing. Guests were therapists, pastors, even a couple of former influencers who'd survived their own cancellations. No politics, no shots fired, just healing. Jake co-hosted more often, his voice steady and warm. Fans started calling it the comeback no one expected. Merch shifted from bold patriotic slogans to soft designs, verses about restoration, family trees, olive branches. It sold quietly but steadily. Candace, meanwhile, went bigger. She announced a nationwide speaking tour called Unfiltered Truth, packed arenas, sold out in hours. She barely touched the Kirk scandal on stage, maybe a vague line about learning from tough seasons, before pivoting to Biden, trans issues, or whatever culture war topic was hot that week. Her book sales spiked, the Daily Wire promoted her harder than ever. Behind the scenes though, insiders whispered tension. Some staffers left quietly, citing toxic environment post-scandal. Others said she'd become more paranoid about leaks, double-checking every guest, every collab. Trust, once her brand's foundation, now felt fragile even inside her own circle. Graham kept grinding the same way he always had, raw, relentless, unapologetic. His hit pieces shifted targets: a crypto influencer accused of rug pulling, a politician's aide caught in a scandal, a mid-tier podcaster with sketchy sponsors. Each one got the full treatment: documents, timelines, voiceovers over redacted PDFs. He never mentioned Erika by name again, but the blueprint was the same. His audience stayed rabidly loyal, but growth plateaued. New subscribers trickled in slower, some old ones quietly unsubbed, tired of the constant war footing. He started talking more about burnout in off-the-cuff lives, hinting he might take a break someday. Nobody believed he actually would. About a year after the initial explosion, the lawsuits settled out of court. Terms sealed, of course, no admissions of wrongdoing, no public apologies, just checks written and NDAs signed. The official statement from all sides was bland: the parties have resolved their differences amicably and wish each other well moving forward. Fans on every side claimed victory. Erika forced them to back down, versus Candace and Graham exposed her and walked away rich. Reality? Everyone paid lawyers a fortune, reputations stayed bruised, and the movement moved on, scarred but breathing. Erika re-entered the bigger conversation slowly. Not with a bang, but with a guest spot on a neutral Christian podcast. She talked forgiveness, not cheap grace, but the hard kind. I failed in transparency, she admitted softly. I learned from it, I hurt people, and I was hurt. But God redeems messes, no tears this time, just calm resolve. The episode went viral in faith circles. Even some old critics admitted in comments, she sounds different. More real. Her audience stabilized, smaller than peak, but deeper. Loyalists who'd stuck through the fire now felt like family. Candace and Graham never fully reconciled with her, but the open warfare stopped. Occasional subtweets flared up when old clips resurfaced, but nothing reignited the blaze. Candace focused outward, international tours, meetings with world leaders, bigger documentaries. Graham stayed domestic, grinding local scandals, building what he called citizen journalism. Both claimed the movement was stronger for the purge. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Numbers were down across conservative media, ad revenue tighter, engagement spikier, but the core stayed engaged, just more skeptical. The real legacy? Caution became the new normal. Rapid rises got side-eyed. Collabs required vetting. Every new face got background checked by amateur sleuths before they got platformed. Remember the Kirk Owens Allen mess? Became shorthand in DM groups. Don't get too big too fast, don't play both sides, don't trust receipts without triple verification. Trust fractured, but awareness sharpened. Years later, at a big conservative conference, the three crossed paths backstage. No cameras, no drama. A quick nod, maybe a, good to see you thriving. Erika smiled politely, Candace gave a tight-lipped, keep going, Graham grunted something about, respect the grind. No hugs, no beef reignited, just three people who'd once been allies, then enemies, now strangers sharing the same weird spotlight. The crowd never knew. The story had faded into lore, trotted out whenever a new scandal bubbled up. This could be another Erika moment. The family healed, kids grew up shielded from most of it, Jake and Erika renewed vows quietly on a beach somewhere. The movement limped, evolved, survived. Betrayals left scars, but scars teach. And in the end, that's what kept the lights on. The endless, messy, addictive drama of people who believe they're fighting for truth, tearing each other apart to prove it. So there it is, the full arc, from midnight bombshell to quiet settlements, from fractured alliances to cautious new normals. Wild update turned legend. If you stuck with me through all 4 parts, you got stamina. Now hit me with it. Looking back, who do you think came out least damaged? Who lost the most? Team nobody won, or do you still pick a side? Drop your thoughts below, like if this saga had you glued, subscribe for more deep dives into the chaos, and turn on notifications, because in this space, the next twist is always just one post away. Talk soon. Okay, wrapping this epic saga up for real now, the dust finally settled into something like quiet, but the scars stayed visible for anyone paying attention. Years after the initial explosion, the names Candace Owens, Graham Allen, and Erika Kirk still popped up in whispers at conferences, in late-night Twitter threads, in remember when posts that got thousands of likes from people who lived through the chaos. Nobody ever got full closure. No grand confession, no viral mea culpa video that fixed everything. Just life moving forward in the fractured way it does after a public war. Erika Kirk became the quiet redemption story. Her Roots in Restoration podcast didn't chase viral moments anymore. It built a steady, devoted community around themes of grace, second chances, and protecting what matters most. She and Jake celebrated their 15th anniversary with a small family gathering, no cameras, just real smiles and photos she shared sparingly. The kids grew into teenagers who remembered the storm vaguely, like a bad dream their parents shielded them from. Erika occasionally guested on faith-based shows, always humble, always pointing back to forgiveness over finger-pointing. Her merch now funded scholarships for single moms starting businesses, small acts that spoke louder than any comeback rant. Fans who'd stuck by her called it proof that truth and healing could coexist. Even skeptics softened over time, admitting in private chats, she took the hit and came out stronger, more authentic. Candace Owens kept climbing. The scandal became a footnote in her bio, something she referenced in passing during motivational talks. I've faced backlash, I've made tough calls, but standing for truth never comes cheap. Her empire expanded, books hitting bestseller lists, a production company greenlighting projects, international interviews where she sparred with world leaders. She never backed down from the original stance, never apologized for dropping the video. To her base, that unyielding spine was the whole point. But privately, some longtime collaborators noticed a shift. More guarded, quicker to cut ties at the first sign of disloyalty, a fortress mentality that kept the wins coming but left fewer real allies in the inner circle. Graham Allen stayed the bulldog. His podcast evolved into a mix of investigative deep dives and raw veteran stories, less flashy takedowns, more substance. He married, started a family, talked openly about balancing the grind with fatherhood. The lawsuits faded into memory, he joked about them in lives sometimes, calling them the price of doing business. his audience remained fiercely loyal, but smaller, pickier. He'd built a reputation as the guy who'd go there when others wouldn't, and that carried weight even after the dust-up. He never reconciled publicly with Erika or Candace, but the beef went cold. No more subtweets, no more shading. Just 3 separate lanes on the same highway. The conservative space itself changed. Trust got harder to earn. New creators launched with disclaimers, transparent income reports, no crossover deals, pledges and bios. Collabs required mutual vetting, receipts shared up front. The era of blind loyalty ended, skepticism became the default. When the next big influencer drama hit, a funding scandal here, a deleted tweet there, people didn't rush to pick sides. They waited for proof, cross-checked sources, remembered how fast things could spiral. The Kirk Owens-Allen mess turned into institutional memory. Don't let it happen again. Looking back through it all, the wild update that started at midnight became something bigger, a mirror held up to the movement. Ambition, ideology, money, ego, faith, family, all colliding in real time under bright lights. Betrayals cut deep because the stakes felt personal. Emotions ran so high because everyone believed they were defending something sacred. The family got torn apart, then slowly stitched back. Friendships shattered, then some quietly mended off camera. Accusations flew until exhaustion set in. Resolutions came not in fireworks, but in small choices. Logging off, focusing on kids, rebuilding one episode at a time. Nobody walked away untouched. Erika lost speed but gained depth. Candace lost some softness but kept her throne. Graham lost polish but held his edge. The audience lost innocence but gained sharper eyes. And maybe that's the real ending. No clean winners, no total losers, just people shaped by fire, carrying the lessons forward. You made it through the whole insane ride, from that gripping midnight drop to the quiet years after. If this roller coaster of drama, twists, tears, and hard truths had you hooked from start to finish, smash that like button right now to let me know. Drop your final verdict in the comments. Who do you think handled the fallout best? Was there a real villain, or just flawed humans in a pressure cooker? Team Erika's quiet comeback, Team Candace's unbreakable resolve, Team Graham's relentless grind, or Team everybody lost but the algorithm won? I'm reading every single take. If you want more deep dive breakdowns of the wildest moments in conservative media, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You never know when the next bombshell is dropping. Share this with a friend who lived through it or needs to see how fast things can flip. Thank you for riding along. Until the next scandal breaks, stay sharp, stay real, and I'll see you in the comments. Peace.